Welcome to Seattle College's international programs and our show Conversations With, where we talk to people that help you understand how you too can be an international student in the United States and why Seattle Colleges should be your first choice. We'll talk to students and staff and agents and government folks, all kinds of people about what you can expect when you're getting ready to apply or travel here, what you'll experience while you're with us, and how it can all lead to an amazing life. Don't forget to check out the Seattle College's International Programs website at intl.seattlecolleges.edu, where you can find a treasure trove of information about the school, the programs here, and best of all, fill out and submit your application. Again, that's intl.seattlecolleges.edu. Hey everybody, welcome back to Seattle College's Conversations With. We are here at Seattle Central, and we're in a different room today. I don't know if you recognize the room, but we have two guests today. So I'm very excited. I'm getting ready to go to Africa, to go to Senegal, and I haven't had any guests from Senegal, but these gentlemen are helping me out. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are you guys doing?
Very good.
Good?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to have you introduce yourselves. Tell them who you are, what you're studying, and where, maybe how long you've been here.
Yeah, start.
Okay, my name is Bocar, last name Ba, B-A, and I'm from Senegal. I've been here in the US since a year and 11 months.
Wow. Which city in Senegal?
I'm from Dakar, and my major is exercise sciences and kinesiology.
Cool.
My name is Fallou Gaye. I'm from Senegal too, Dakar. I have been there last December. I think it's 9 months. And my major is civil engineering.
9 months already?
Yeah.
I know I've seen you around for a long time, but it seems like you've been here you just got here, but it's been 9 months.
9 months, December. Yeah.
Well, crazy. Well, so glad you guys are here. Let's go back to where the beginnings, where you're in Senegal. You're just a little guy thinking about coming to the United States as a student. Have you always had that thought? Or did someone mention something to you and you're like, maybe that's a good idea? And why not France? I mean, Senegal's a French-speaking country. Did you think about France?
Yes, we usually, I won't say usually, but we know you speak French, and we do study also English and use English, but not that much. So, for me, my case, it was once I graduated from high school, I wanted to go to French, and I tried twice, but I couldn't receive the visa.
Oh.
Despite the fact I went there twice also for vacation.
You couldn't get a visa to go to France?
Yes, they didn't allow me to go and continue my study over there.
Wow, I'm surprised.
Yes, I tried, but sometimes they be just refusing the visa. So, but after a while, let's say 2 years after my graduation from high school, I went to Japan.
What?
I went to Japan and...
As a student?
Yes, as a student.
Wow.
Yeah. So after that, then I spent a couple of years over there.
Do you speak Japanese?
Yes, I do.
Get out of town. I can't believe this.
Then from there, I came here because there was the pandemic. I was able to start working over there, but since I just started for a couple of months, then the pandemic came. It was kind of disturbing the companies and bringing a lot of issues. So it was kind of hard. But from there, I had some issues to, let's say, make a living, and it was hard. Then one of my friends living here in New York was telling me, there is the pandemic, but I think if you come over here, you might have some chance or some opportunities. This is how I tried and applied for Seattle College.
Wow. Why Seattle, though? I mean, America's a big place. Why not New York?
Yeah, I applied for 3 schools. One around Pennsylvania.
Okay.
The other one Houston, and the one here. So Seattle College is replied first. Then here we go. I'm here.
That's it.
Well, we're glad.
Yeah.
So, did you study the same thing in Japan, physiology? And...
No, in Japan I wanted to study that, but for that you need to have a certain knowledge about the language.
Gotcha.
You gotta have a certain level. So the level is dispersed in five grade. So I started with the fifth one is the lowest one. So I started with the lowest and went till the third one. I tried to make some I've been evaluated, like do some tests for the level 2, but I failed it twice.
Gotcha.
But for the other levels I got it. So, but to do that study of kinesiology and exercise sciences, you need to get the level 1 or 2.
Wow.
So that was kind of difficult.
So interesting. Okay.
Good.
How about you? What about you? How did you arrive here?
So for me too, I never think about coming to the US.
No.
Yeah. So I did my high school. Then when I finished my high school, I planned to go to France because that's French, and all of my friends are there.
Oh, okay.
And the university there, I think, is like public, so you pay nothing. Yeah.
It's
So,
cheap.
but I did my application like 7 university, and they all reject me.
What?
Yeah, they all reject me. I'm like, so I'm done with that French. So I went to the University of Dakar 1 year. Then one day my father come with the idea, do you want to go to study in the US? I'm like, I told him, I don't speak English. It's not possible. He told me, like, you don't need that. So you just have to do the application and you just come here. So they make me in contact with someone who is in New York. He come here as a student too. So he explained me all the process, and I just did the application. Then they accepted me.
That was it. Wow. But so you really didn't speak hardly any English before you came here?
No, nothing.
Because your English is quite good.
Yeah, I know.
So you had to come here. So, all right. Well, before we get to that, because I want to come back to English. So you both decide to come. So you're in Japan, and did you come directly from Japan to the U.S., or did you have to go back to Senegal first?
Yes, I came directly from Japan.
So let's talk about your visa then. So you applied, got accepted, got your I-20 form. You took that I-20 form to the embassy in Japan?
Yes, I did. I did the application like with the help of my friend from New York. So we were doing the application most of the time together.
Okay.
Whenever he do something, or because he helped me to open account and everything, but he was the one who was like, let's say, checking on it.
Okay.
Because me, I didn't know like how it works, but him, he did know because he did the same process to come here and everything by himself.
Right.
So he did, and he was checking. Whenever he need any information, he told me like, I need this, and I was just sending him like the information. And when it comes to my part of the, let's say, the deal, so he was like, so there is some part I can interfere on that.
Right.
You got to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
So he explained me, you got to do this. And I followed the step. I did everything. And at the end, I just needed my I-20, my service, my, there's another document. I forgot what is it again. And I gathered all those papers, took a picture like for passport and everything, and I went to the embassy, apply.
In Tokyo?
Yes, in Tokyo. And during that time, I wasn't living in Tokyo. I was living in another state, but nearby Tokyo.
Okay.
So I just went from that state to Tokyo, went there, do the interview and everything.
Sure. So that's really interesting because a lot of people think, oh, I'm from this country, so I have to do my interview in my own country. But I've talked to a number of students now, like Aisha from Ghana.
Yeah.
She went to Cote d'Ivoire to
Yes.
do her interview.
Exactly.
I talked to a girl from Burundi who went to Tanzania to do hers.
Yeah.
So you did yours in Japan. I think that's right. There at no point did they say, "Oh no, you have to return to your home country."
No, on that time, I was still there. My visa also was still available in Japan, and I was working, but just part-time job, not like full employee.
Right.
So I was like illegally, like not illegally, but legally, like normal living there and everything. No, because sometimes when you have some issue about your visa or your status, they be like,
You have to go back home.
you must apply from your country,
Right.
because you are not you are not in a regular status here. So we cannot afford to give you like the visa or
Right.
like let you apply or anything. So they be like, you must go back home or go back to your country and do the process. But fortunately for me, so I was legal and
Yep.
I got everything I need, because when I remember when you apply, you need to bring let's say your not Japanese ID, but your ID showing like you are here, but as a normal student or as a normal employee,
In a
stuff
regular
like that.
state.
So I got that on that time, and I did the application, the process, the interview, and it just worked.
So they probably don't see a lot of Senegalese students come into the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm guessing you were an anomaly.
And you can feel that when you do the interview.
Right,
Because they be like
exactly.
asking you, why are you here in Japan? What you doing here in Japan?
Yeah.
How long are you planning to stay here? And why are you trying to apply for the US?
Right.
And you gotta explain something that makes sense. So,
For sure.
and
And this was all in English.
yes, in English.
Okay.
But me, I was speaking English over there because I had a lot of friends like who were like from other country, like Australian friends or
Right.
Nigerian friends. I was sharing a room also for a while, like with a Nigerian,
Oh, okay.
and
That's
I
crazy.
was playing also soccer over there,
Oh, okay.
for third division, and usually speak English between us.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We speak English, but also Japanese. So I was kind
So were you playing? So tell me that again. You were playing soccer for a
a team,
university team or for like
let's say a company team,
Okay.
like for third, like it was amateur but third division.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we kind of got your visa story. Went to Tokyo. They asked you some interesting questions, but you got it approved on the first try.
Yes, on the first try.
That's awesome. Okay, let's hear your story now. You were going to the university in Dakar, and then you applied for the visa. How long did it take for you to get the appointment in the U.S. Embassy?
I think all of that take me like maybe 1 year.
Oh, it
'Cause,
took a long time.
yeah, it took me like 2 years, 3 months to have a new school.
Okay.
Because I was accepted in a school in New York, but I couldn't find a housing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I did the Seattle. Then they accept me. I scheduled an appointment for the embassy, and it was the date I took the appointment, and it was 7 months. Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, it was 7 months. So I waited 7 months for the.
That's
for
a
the
long
interview.
time.
Yeah, that's a long time.
And then you went in.
Yeah, and I went. So my interview was supposed to be in French, because when you have to come to study English before your program, you have the possibility to do it in French.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. But if you have an English proficiency, so you will go straight to your academic classes. So your interview will be in English.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That
so
makes sense.
mine was supposed to be in French, but when I come, the consular told me if I speak English. I told her a little bit. So she tell me we can do it in English because my English will be probably better than her French. So I'm like, okay. So I mix the English and the French.
And it worked.
So, yeah, it's work. So I speak English. If I don't understand, if the word don't come, I use French.
Sure.
And she was okay with that. Yeah.
And what kinds of questions did she ask you?
It was easy. She asked me, what I will study in the US, who is my sponsor, question like that, and if I know someone in the US, yeah.
Do you know someone in the US?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That question always come.
Yeah,
Whenever
always come.
they be
If
"Do
you know someone.
If you know someone in the, you knew people in New York,
Yeah.
but did you know anyone in Seattle?
No,
Seattle,
the thing is,
no.
Nobody in Seattle.
No.
the thing is, when you know someone,
Uh-huh.
you tell them like, I know these people, they will look at that people,
Oh.
that person, if he is in a legal status or not.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
If they are in illegal status,
It's not a good
not
thing.
get your visa. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's the thing I hear a lot because I travel to Africa. I'm getting ready to go back. Agents that I talk to, they're like, I don't want my students to apply for a community college because they won't get a visa. Yet here you are, you got your visas.
Yes.
Did the visa officers ask you anything about like why do you want to go to a community college? What do you know about community colleges?
No. They didn't ask.
They didn't ask you like. They might ask you like just why, or let's say why or what you're going to study there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Of
Yes.
course.
And if you explain them like something that makes sense, like they don't have any problem.
Just to be like, that's a normal conversation.
Sure.
That's it. Yeah.
Did they ask you what you were going to do after you graduated?
Yes, they will ask you
Yes, they will
that. Are
ask
you
you.
coming back?
Yeah,
Or
and you
are you
have to say
planning to
you
come
come
back? Or are you
Yeah.
planning to stay there?
Yes.
Live
Stuff
there
like that.
forever.
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
They always ask that.
So we will come back.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What are you gonna? You said engineering, right?
Yeah.
So you want to be an engineer in Senegal or somewhere in West Africa or
In Senegal and everywhere.
in Senegal? Wow, cool. And you want to work on sports teams? What's your goal?
Yes, my
Spain.
goal, like to be honest, my big goal is to at least join a big soccer team and being like kine for any athletes.
That's
out
cool.
there, like soccer players.
So when you guys transfer away after you did you graduate?
Yes, I did.
Congratulations, nice. You got yours, and you'll graduate down the road. So where are you transferring to?
I'm transferring to Seattle Pacific University.
Nice. It's all done deal.
Yes, it's done.
Did they offer you a transfer scholarship?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, congratulations. I really like Seattle Pacific. You know, I did a podcast interview with the people at Seattle and Pacific, walked around their campus. I thought that was really cool. And they got a beautiful athletic facility down there. So,
Okay.
are you going to play for them?
Yes, I want to play for them, but
He's a
actually
good
I'm
player.
injured.
Oh, you have an injury?
Yeah, I had a twisted ankle.
Because of that basketball thing?
No.
Oh, good.
It was I was playing on the ground just behind Carl Anderson.
Yeah.
So I just got a twisted ankle.
What? Okay. Do you play as well?
Yeah, I play.
You do too.
Yeah.
He's a terrible
But
player.
That's terrible.
but he is the best player.
You know Rudiger?
Sorry, what?
Rudiger. You know Rudiger?
He don't watch soccer.
sorry.
He's
You know what
American.
I do watch soccer. I just don't memorize the players.
Which player do you know is terrible?
Which player do I know?
say-
What?
Like who is terrible? Like someone who is not.
Terrible player.
Yeah.
Me, I'm terrible. You mean in? Okay, gotcha. You're probably better than I am, for sure.
No, this one.
This-
He's a killer.
He's a killer. What position do you play?
I play defender.
Oh, how about you?
Me too. Center
I'm a
back.
defender too. That's what I do when I
But
play.
sometimes I play midfield too.
Oh, that's
So you have a squad right there.
yeah. Well, so you know, in 2026, Seattle's going to host some of the World Cup games.
Yes.
Yes, and I wanna watch
Exactly
Messi
4
play.
games, I think.
6. I heard 6.
Yes,
I
6.
hope you're wrong.
6 or 4.
Because the more, the better.
Yeah.
But are you? Senegal's going to be there. You think?
Of course.
Of course, they will be there.
I
The best
love
team
your
in Africa.
confidence.
Yeah.
Like I talk to, say, I interview students from other parts of Africa, and they're like, "No, our team's terrible. They're never going to go to the World Cup."
Yeah, the
Senegal
best team
really-
in Africa.
Senegal has a great team.
Yeah, very good.
But at the last Africa Cup, which was held in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire,
Yeah.
I think Côte d'Ivoire won, right?
Yes, they won.
Because
Those are tough opponents.
They cheated.
They cheated.
You know.
Listen, guys, they cheated. All right. Well, let's get into, now that you're here and you're a student, and we got to ask a little bit about. Well, let's talk about, you graduated. So, did you walk? Did you go to the baseball field and walk
Yes.
through? How was that?
That was nice. That was cool.
Very
and
cool.
A good experience because it was my first time. Because I did some study before
Yeah, yeah,
did
yeah.
graduate, but it wasn't something like this.
That's awesome.
You know, especially in Japan, it was something different because I did graduate over there too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow, excellent.
So
Did your parents come? Did family, anybody from your family come and visit?
unfortunately, nobody came, but they were watching the stuff online.
Oh, it's online.
It was live
cool is
stuff.
that?
So, and I did apply for my mom also. She went to the embassy, interview and everything, but they refused the visa.
Oh, that's so sad.
I don't know, but
That seems odd.
yeah.
You guys know Telvin.
Yes, I
His
understand.
parents were just here for his graduation.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry that your mom didn't get approved.
yeah. My
Hey,
mom.
wake up, guys, at the embassy. Got to approve. They're graduating. Their parents should be able to come
I
and
tried,
see.
but
Yeah.
they just said like she wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
They
on.
said she didn't prove like anything that can hold her back to the country.
Gotcha.
Despite the fact I had my two brothers over there, she's living with them.
Right.
Anyway,
I don't know what goes on in the embassy, but I have like some friends. They did the same process.
Uh-huh.
I did the school here, and they get rejected too. They got rejected.
Yeah, it's frustrating for us because, when we travel, we try to help people understand the process.
Yeah.
But, maybe we just don't know what happens during the interview. Maybe they say something or do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys both got here. You both started off in our intensive English program. I kind of like this story. Let's start with you. You started at level
One.
one,
Yeah.
which is, so we have 5 levels if you're listening out there. So you started down at the bottom. So they looked at your proficiency scores. You had to take a test.
I didn't take the test, so they just put me in level 1.
You didn't take an English proficiency test before you got here.
No.
This must have been before the new policy, because now we require that as
okay.
part of the application.
So I didn't do it. That's
Gotcha.
why they put me in level 1.
Right.
And I did one day. The second day, the teacher pushed me.
And we're going to put you at level.
level 2.
Oh, they moved you to level 2.
Yeah, I did level 2, 3, and the level 3. When I finished, they put me back level 5. They skimmed me.
Right.
Yeah,
So you're at level 5 now.
I finished. Yeah,
Oh, you just finished.
yeah.
And you were able to take college classes at the same time as you were taking intensive English classes?
Yeah.
That's great. What did you take? Which classes?
I took S3E200.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. And it was a good class?
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because we always have assessment. You have to go this place, this place, this place.
Too much travel for
Yeah.
you. All right. Fair enough. When you started at a higher level, you started at 3?
yes, I started with level 3,
Okay.
but I did take the placement test.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
Which one did you take?
they make me take it here when I just
okay.
come
Right.
because when I come I just register for ISD class like American
Orientation.
orientation and
Right.
culture stuff. I don't know. They took me. They put me on that class,
Uh-huh.
and I needed 2 more classes to be like fully enrolled as a student.
Right.
So they told me, you must take an English proficiency test. I took it and I got 65%. I mean, the writing was not bad, and the listening too. But talking about not the speaking, but some grammar and how to do the, like, let's say the essay stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They said I need to improve that. So that's why they put me on level 3.
Okay.
I spent my time doing level 3 for a quarter, like 4 quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Then from there, they make me skip level 4 because I got a good grade. I got 98%.
That's awesome.
Then
Inshallah.
they make me skip the level 4 and I went directly level 5.
Oh, cool.
Did that level 5 to 98% at the same, and then I follow up with only college classes.
Okay. And what were the first couple of college classes that you took?
The first one was ISD 200.
Yeah.
And the second one was humanity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, humanity.
How'd you do?
Yes, for ISD 100%, but humanity I got 91%.
Oh, okay. Great.
It was kind of hard because you learn about like story that date from decades, I don't know.
A long time ago.
Long time ago, and most of them are about US, Australia,
Right.
Canada, and those story. You don't really know like what is it about, but you try to just follow up with the classes.
Right, so it's not just a linguistic challenge because you're
Yeah.
trying to learn it in English, but it's also cultural because
Yes,
these are not stories that you're
that was
familiar
the
with.
challenge, especially sometimes you'll be like learning that. You'll be like, why do I need to learn this? I'm not interested in that.
Sure.
And it was kind of hard, and especially sometimes the teacher, like, I won't say, I don't want to blame them, but they kind of make things being like fair for everyone. So even though if you are behind, you must adjust yourself too. At the way they adjust themselves too, So you must adjust yourself, try to catch up, and try to understand what she want or what he want,
Right.
and make sure like to do the exercise, the homework, the assignment in the way they want, and get a good grade.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's talk money for just a second. When you arrived, it would have been winter quarter.
Yeah.
So did you? And you've been here almost 2 years. So we have the foundation scholarship that comes open in the winter, and it's available for people. Did you apply for it this last year?
The last year?
Did you apply for the foundation scholarship?
The last year?
Yeah, when you arrived.
Yeah. I
Okay.
applied.
And
For
did you
the-
get it?
For the spring? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And did you apply both times?
Yes, me, I did apply more than twice, and I got it. I think I got it once.
Nice.
Yes.
Was it? You don't have to tell me exactly how much, but was it a decent amount?
I got
Yeah, like
I think.
the way they, you can, because me, I applied like for 2 different ones, and I
Okay.
received 2, and they spread it up. They spread it up for different quarters.
Right.
It kind of cover like, let's say, half of the tuition.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, half of the tuition like for each quarter, because they spread it. They cannot like just use it for 1 quarter.
Right.
They spread it for different quarters.
Cool. And same with you. You.
I got they like 1,000 and something for 3 quarters.
That's great.
Yeah, that's good.
So you'll just be able to. They'll just remove that from your tuition then.
Yeah, so they did not do the disbursement yet, but they will do it.
It's coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's coming. Yeah.
Because you'll be here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's great. Congratulations. Good job. That's great. And working on campus, a lot of people ask me about, I need to find a job on campus. I know you've worked on campus, yeah?
Yes.
Do you have a job on campus?
Yeah, you get my job.
Oh, wow. So let's start with you. How did you find your job?
Okay, for me, it was kind of.
Yeah.
I came at the beginning. I applied for French tutoring.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Yes, I applied for French tutoring since I was able to speak French. I was like, that's
Bien
the easiest one. So
Yeah,
let
yeah.
me try that one.
Yeah.
I tried that one. They were like, "Oh, it's your first quarter. You cannot work right now."
Oh, is that a fact?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, on your first quarter, you cannot work. They said that, and I applied for another one. They said we cannot take you right now, but we will let you know if you have any position open. So I waited. Then there was that soccer tournament
Yes.
when we played
We
together.
played together, yeah.
Oh, you
So
play?
yes, he
I
played.
tried. I tried to play that.
That's good. he was the keeper. So.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, and then on that tournament when we were done, you remember I was injured.
Yes, I do remember
Yeah,
that.
I was, and then when I was coming out and Paul see me, Paul from the Michel Activity Center,
Yeah.
he saw me and were like, "Oh, what happened to your foot?" I was like, "I'm just injured," and he helped me and everything. Then that time, the manager was Jarrell,
Ah, yeah.
and we talked while we were sitting down, three of us, and then I told them, "I'm going back till Covington." So because that time I was living till Covington, and Covington is pretty far from here, 3 hours from the school.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Oh, how can you go so far?
Yeah.
It's so difficult." And I was like, I cannot afford like housing around here, and also I'm not working. It's kind of difficult, and I don't have any social security number to apply for any housing and all the stuff. All that situation make me like living over there. So they were like, okay. So we are already on fall quarter, like the end of the fall quarter. So you might apply for winter if you want. If you want to work over here, we can make you like work over here with us.
Cool.
And you'll be able to have your social and maybe a bit money to afford housing and maybe find a roommate, anything. So I was like, okay. And also like I was pretty cool with them because before the soccer tournament, I was always coming to the gym over there and greet them, discuss a bit, just discuss friendly, then go.
Yeah.
So they just really like wanted to help me because let's say my behavior.
Sure.
That's why it's important when you come someplace to always greet people, be respectful, and open mind,
Good advice.
So I was like that. They just like me, and they were like, "You have a situation, we can help you out." So
Right.
this is how I got the job.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and this is how I got another job on campus also, but in South College.
You work at South as well?
Yes, like because when the school is closed during the break
time.
Right.
there is not much activity on the gym.
True.
And so, but at South College they have let's say a room, not a room, but like some big
Conference
area,
room for dining,
wedding,
Oh, yeah.
wedding and any events.
Right. I know
So-
somebody else who had that job too.
Yeah.
So I met someone who told me like they need people over there too. So if you want during breaks or any like summer vacation, all those stuff, if you're doing nothing, you can come and work.
Well, that's
This is
cool.
how I got that job too, and I applied. The chef also like really liked me and liked my style and everything. He was like, "That's good. If you have any people, just bring them. If you bring them, like I trust you.
Yeah.
I like you. So if you bring them, I will definitely take them." So I brought them like, let's say 7 or 8 people. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Bring me to that.
Hey, that's great.
This is how he got the job over there too. So
I love this story because I think it illustrates, I want you guys out there listening to really key in on this because it illustrates the value of networking, talking to people, being friendly with people, just getting to know other people.
Yeah.
If you are a shy, quiet international student, you may
Please
not.
don't be shy, please.
Yeah, it's tough. But you were a little shy when you first got here, I think. Is that true? Because I think it was your language, maybe.
Yeah,
you were
maybe that's a
concerned about
language.
it.
So sometimes I just don't want to talk because my English,
But your English is good.
Oh, you think? Thank you.
C'est bien. It's really good. Wow, cool. We're already at 33 minutes. I've got about 1,000 questions to ask you guys, but I have to wrap this up, unfortunately. Normally I would do trivia time, but we're running short on time. So you guys, maybe I'll ask you just a couple trivia questions. So let's wait for it. There it is. Do you hear that? It's trivia time. So that means I'm going to ask you a series of quick questions. These will be really short and easy.
Okay.
If you get them right, awesome. If you don't worry about it. We won't make you cry. So first question, you guys can work together as a team on this. But since you worked at South and you've been at South, what is the mascot? What is the animal associated with the South Campus?
Frog.
Nope.
Frog is north. Wait.
Frog is north.
It's north. No.
Yes, so
Wait.
it's otters.
It's an otter. That's right.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, second question is, to maintain full-time status as an international student, how many credits do you have to take?
12 easy.
Easy peasy. Nice
At
job.
least 12 credit and 7 credit should be in person.
Good. That's a great
Yeah.
bonus. Nice job. Okay, third question. There's a big body of water. If you go down to Pike Place, or down by the docks, there's a body of water there. What is the name of that water?
If you go to Pike Place,
Market.
Yeah, if you just go down here, go down to where the water is.
Yes.
Market.
What's the name of that water?
the lake,
It's not a lake.
the beach,
Yeah. So what's the name of the water at the beach?
Google something.
Let me Google something.
I know, like in front there is Alki Beach, right?
The what?
In front of
Alki Beach, yeah. So the water at Alki Beach, yeah. What's the name of that? Like, for instance, if you go over to the coast, like over by Astoria, Oregon, that's the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And then the Pacific Ocean kind of wraps around and comes into
Yes.
by Seattle.
yes.
What's the name of that water?
Which one though? Because I know there is Lake Union.
That's true. There is Lake Union. So if you keep going west, that water runs into another body of water.
To be honest, I don't know.
You don't know? Do you know?
We don't know.
Starts with a P.
P.
The Puget.
No.
Pew.
It's the Puget Sound. So you'll hear there's a train called the Sounder.
The Sounder, yeah.
Yeah, but
Sounder,
it's because of
that
the Puget Sound, that body of water. That was a tough question. Sorry.
Mm.
All right, let's see. Here's another tough question. You're in the state of Washington.
Yeah.
There are 50 states in the United States.
Yes.
State of Washington has a capital. What is the name of the capital?
Olympia.
Yeah! Woo! Nice. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Nah, I
that's
was
good.
thinking about Seattle.
You can work as a team. All right, last question. What was the last movie you guys saw here in a movie theater?
Here?
Me?
Have you seen any movies?
Yeah. Me, I watched what is the name again? Quiet Place.
Oh, that's
Quiet Place.
Oh,
It's a
the
horror-
newest one.
Yeah, the newest
How
one.
was it?
Terrific, you guys. Horror movie.
Really? Well, I'd seen the first one, didn't see the second one, and then I saw the ads for the third one. I was like, oh man. All right, well that's good to know. What about you?
Never see any movie.
No movies.
Yeah.
You got to get out, man.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun?
Usually when I you have like back home some kind of movie there, so that's what I watch.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
And soccer game too.
Of course. Well, have you been to one of the? We have a professional soccer team
Yeah,
here.
the Seattle team.
Yeah. Have you gone and watched them?
No, because they lose too much.
They have a good team, I thought.
Yeah,
they
they-
have.
they
I'm
have a
joking.
good team.
They have a good team.
Yeah.
Do they have any players from Senegal on the team?
No,
Oh.
they have.
Maybe you could be the
some
first.
American.
There you go. You should
Yeah,
go
no,
try out for the team.
Because I don't want Seattle people to find me.
Well, it's hard to get tickets, I hear. I mean, it sells out a lot. It's the Seattle Sounders is the name of the team.
yeah.
And they play Portland Timbers, which has a good team
Yeah,
too. I
Portland.
think, so.
But maybe if they have because Miami is in the other conference league.
Yeah.
But if they were in the same, or maybe one day if they have a game with Miami and Messi is playing,
Of course. Well, the whole world would want to
Yeah.
show up for sure. All right. Well, cool. Well, the last question I always ask is wisdom. You guys have been through the process. You have a lot of experience. You've been here 9 months now. You've been through visa interviews and packed your suitcases. What advice would you give to someone back home that was thinking about becoming an international student? What would you tell them?
yeah, just come, baby,
Just come what?
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, just come and make sure if you're coming, you find a housing first.
Yeah. What do you do for housing?
What do you with my uncle?
You live with your aunt. Perfect. Cool. What do you do for housing? I know you were living far away. But
Yes. For me, like I found someone who know my family.
Ah, nice.
That's how I linked up with another person
Right.
So I'm living there right now, and it's not far from here. It's just 15 minutes by train.
Did you meet Francisco? He was one of the international advisors. I wish you'd talk to him because there are some inexpensive housing options like in the university district. Like he found a place that was like studio apartment, but it had a shared kitchen with some other studios. And it was only like $800 a month or $900 a month or something. It wasn't that.
Yes, I think it's 850.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. I mean, it's expensive, but it more than or less than some of the places in Seattle.
Seattle is expensive.
Right, it is an expensive city for sure.
Yes, it's a growing city. That's why it's expensive. So
and the Amazon company, Microsoft.
Right.
That's why that's expensive.
Well, network, because sometimes you'll find people that can help you find housing solutions. Did you consider the housing that we have across the street?
yes, I did consider that, but it was expensive for me. I couldn't afford that on that time.
Yeah, it's convenient for sure, but it does. I think it's a little more than getting a studio for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, how about your wisdom, granddaddy?
So I would say, before you come, like, be prepared to struggle, because it's hard. It's not like you heard about the American dream. It will be easy. No, it's not like that.
There is no dream.
It's a dream,
Because
but it's a tough dream.
To make the dream happen, to make the dream be real, you must be struggling.
Yes.
You must be fighting every day, every time.
Right.
School is not that easy because of the language, because of the system,
It's different.
the
For
way
sure.
you learning, the way you adapting, like you're trying to adapt also, because it's different. So you must be prepared about the classes. You must be prepared prepare and be aware about how tough it will be, and always try to make connection with people, talk with a person, like try to share your problems, your issues, and also let's say for each situation try to learn, like, for the future.
Great advice.
Yes, for the future, try to learn and never give up. Never give up. Even if it's tough, even if it's hard, even if you desperate, like, try to talk to these people, and there will be always a solution.
I got both great advice, guys, really. And that goes for not just international students, but for any students. That's just good stuff. All right. One of the things I've done in season 2, and this will actually air in probably season 2, season 3, so we're getting ready to start the new season. But I ask for a few words in your own language. Now, we know you speak French. Everybody's heard French probably, but not many people have heard the language you were speaking as I was getting set up, which was Wolof. Isn't that what you said?
Yes, it's Wolof.
So would you guys mind just saying like 10, 20 seconds worth of something? You can say hi to people back home, or you can offer words of wisdom to people that, some student back in Senegal or Benin or wherever, that might be thinking about it. So it doesn't have to be a lot, but just a few words in Wolof maybe. Because I've never heard this language. That's cool.
Go ahead.
No, what?
This is always the funniest part of the show to me.
20 seconds? Like what we get?
Yeah, you just say, hey, you can tell them, Seattle College is a good, if you think it's a good place, reassure them. People might be like, what is this community college thing? Is it real? Is it not real? Maybe just a few words, like letting them know. Because you've been through it now.
Wow, guys. Apply it to your...
waaw gars yi jàmbaar man daal li ma leen mën a wax mooy États-Unis ngi nii daal waaw yombul nag waaw mais xam nga loo jéem rek incha allah day sotti quoi.
te yàllaa fi ne
yàllaa fi ne mais fighting every day every time chaque jour xeex waaw jóg nekk ci amul bàyyi. waaw
nekk Jolof sax di ko lijjanti boo ñëwee fii war nga ko mën lijjanti.
waaw Jolof lu métti lu xat-xat fii moo gën a métti mais da nga koy lijjanti parce que fii affaire yaa ngi fii so waaw fighting rek yokk jom yokk fula waaw jéem leen ñu ngi leen di xaar
tënkal
ñëw leen ñu ngi leen di bàyyi dégg ngeen jaajëf.
All right, there you go. If you've never heard it before, now you have. That's awesome. Guys, thanks so much for making a very fast appointment to make this happen because I'm leaving so soon. I really appreciate it. And then, you know, people back, I'll let you know when it airs, and people back home will be able to see you guys, and just appreciate you being on the show. And thanks for coming to Seattle Colleges. Good luck at Seattle Pacific. Hope you'll come back when you get your bachelor's degree, and we'll do another interview.
Of course.
Good luck to you. And hopefully we'll see you guys play some soccer together. You can come back and play with us when we do soccer together.
Yeah, of course.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for being here. Woo!
See you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Conversations With is painstakingly crafted for you by the Seattle College's International Programs Department and supported by the lovely folks here on our campus. This show is produced and edited by me, Evan Franulovich. We welcome your emails and questions about coming to Seattle Colleges. Please reach out to us via our website, or just give us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts, as this helps others discover the show. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube at Seattle Colleges INTL. That's Seattle Colleges INTL. And be sure to check out all of the shows here on Conversations With. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.